Atha Yoga Anushasanam. Namaste. Welcome to Unravel the Thread, a podcast for people who want to apply the Yoga Sutras to yoga practice and to life today. Available online at simple-yoga.org, where you can also find videos for practice, dozens of articles, videos for chanting, and guided meditations to enrich your practice. I am Ruben Vasquez, your companion on this journey of exploration. I am grateful for your comments and questions. It really makes my day to know that Unravel the Thread is making a difference in your practice and in your life. This podcast presents excerpts from the book Unravel the Thread, the complete guide for living the Yoga Sutras today. If you love the podcast and want to support my work as an independent content creator, on the simple-yoga.org website, you can easily donate to keep the podcast going. On today's episode, we continue our exploration of Chapter 4 of the Yoga Sutra with Sutra number 25, that says, realizing through direct experience the distinction between pure consciousness and experiences dissolves the notion of individual self. These last sutras in Chapter 4 of the Yoga Sutra are weaving together the threads that appear throughout the whole treatise. Some scholars argue that Chapter 4 of the Yoga Sutra is a later addition, while others maintain that it's part of the original compilation done by Patanjali. Regardless, continuity with the themes and topics in the previous chapters is evident. From the beginning of Chapter 1, the problem faced by humans has been stated in terms of the dichotomy between the natural state of being grounded in the spacious peace of awareness and misidentifying with the world of temporary experiences. Remember that the first aphorisms in Chapter 2 introduced the idea of not knowing one's own true nature, avidya, as the major field where all afflictions sprout, including the notion of the individual self, asmita. Sutra 210 stated that subtle afflictions dissolve when the sense of identity dissolves. Discernment, viveka, of the fundamental difference between awareness and experiences is the means to liberation, as we saw in Sutra 226. All mental processes are, by their own nature, temporary. This is evident in the impermanence of thoughts and all mental constructs. Emotions are similarly momentary. However, despite being impermanent, sensations, thoughts, and emotions effectively attract attention to lead you to experience life in its richness. As Sutra 218 indicated, your experiences are a vehicle for liberation from misidentification with what is temporary. When misidentification dissolves, the yogi returns to the natural state. With no wants, no needs, and no agendas, the yogi experiences directly the difference between the world of experience and pure awareness. As it was explained in Sutra 1.7, experiential knowledge is the highest form of knowledge. Rather than just thinking about this distinction, the yogi becomes established in the discriminative awareness formulated as the solution to suffering in Sutras 225 and 226. That distinction, which is the foundation of freedom from attachment, as we saw in Sutra 116, the vehicle for liberation, as it says in Sutra 226, and the threshold of omniscience, as we saw in Sutra 350, finally comes into being. The notion of an individual self who is isolated from the ongoing flow of life dissolves. What are the remaining obstacles on your path? Are thoughts, sensations, and emotions drawing you away from presence? What beliefs and opinions lead you to forget that every single day you are alive is an extraordinary gift? How can you clarify your true nature? As usual, one more way of exploring the meaning of the sutra is by chanting it. You can choose to chant it in its traditional form, with some of the words coming together. Vishesha darashina Atma bhava bhavana vinivritti. Another option is to chant each word in the sutra individually. Vishesha darashinaha Atma bhava bhavana vinivrittihi. 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 Thank you very much for listening. I hope you can join me for the next episode when we will continue our exploration with Sutra 26 in Chapter 4. If Unravel the Thread is part of your day and you feel generous, I would appreciate it if you could support my work with a donation at simple-yoga.org. Thank you. And thank you also for subscribing, liking, and sharing. Remember that you can have your own copy of Unravel the Thread. Until next time, Namaste.